All right. Welcome to the Eagle Condor Show. We're going to have a great time today. We have a very special guest, Kelly Codianna. And we're going to be talking about pain relief for this show, which is a big topic for myself and I'm sure plenty of viewers out there. Kelly, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about the topics that we're going to cover and how we're going to do that today?
Sure. Okay. I work with people in classroom settings, mostly in Wallingford, Connecticut, and I also have a private office that I work with people in Hamden, Connecticut. And I'm also seeing people on Skype these days. I have a few private that I see every week on Skype. And what I do is I really love what my passion is to help people connect to their bodies and minds. I think we're such a busy culture, and we spend so much time taking care of the needs of what everybody needs us to help them with, that we ignore our own needs, and that creates a sense of disarray in our lives. And so what I really love to do is to bring people onto a yoga mat and to help them connect to what's inside of them. And I do this through yoga, Pilates, and Ayurveda nutritional counseling, getting people to think about what they're putting in their minds and bodies to get them to help them make great choices for themselves.
That's awesome. I think that's something that we could all use, especially in these colder kind of days. It seems like we really need to remember to love ourselves a bit deeper.
Yes, connecting to what's inside is really important, I think.
That's excellent. Is there you were talking to me earlier about this pain relief technique that you feel really strong about and that you wanted to share with the group. Can you describe that and what we'll be doing with that technique?
Sure, yes. With yoga and Pilates together, combining the two together, I have found with me and with my clients that spinal articulation, spinal rolling through cat-cow rolls, pelvic tilting, just breathing, just simply breathing and holding yourself into a plank pose, aligning yourself so that you can really connect to those deep core muscles, really helps people relieve a lot of back pain, especially lower back pain. I even do a lot of inversions, handstands, headstands, and I love when people come to me, especially to my office, to work on inversions, because I find turning myself upside down really turns my perspective. It really helps turn my perspective up the correct way. So, and it relieves a lot of discomfort in people's bodies.
Excellent. That sounds like a nice little technique I'd like to learn a bit more about. Let's see what we can do here. I'd like to try it here in the office, so I'll have to do it afterward. It's a little bit too many wires around.
Okay. So, would you like me to show you some exercises?
Yes, please. Show the viewership these exercises so we can use them at our own homes.
The first one that I do every morning when I wake up is cat-cow rolling. But before I start rolling my spine, I come into a perfect tabletop position, aligning my shoulders over my wrists and my hips over my knees. And just take a few slow breaths, just holding yourself into a tabletop position. Feeling the belly lift, the shoulders draw back, the tailbone tuck slightly, and just taking some simple, slow breaths through the nose here. And after about the third breath, I'm going to begin to tuck my toes and lift the heart. And exhale, round the spine. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. I'm doing that a few times. I'm taking, as you articulate the spine, you can feel the spine roll like a wave. And then coming back into tabletop and just taking a moment to rest in child's pose, sitting all the way back to the heels. And coming back to tabletop on the inhale. And then I'm going to come onto my back. And as I come onto my back, I'm going to take my arms by my ears, and I'm just going to do some pelvic tilting. So on the inhale, we go into extension, and on the exhale, we go into imprint. Inhale, extension. Exhale, imprint. Taking a few of those. And then I'm going to let my pelvis rest in a neutral pelvis. And I'm going to lift my right knee over my right hip. And I'm going to draw my left knee in line with my right knee. And I'm going to take an inhale. I'm going to lower my right toes to the floor. And exhale, lift. Inhale, lower the left. And exhale, lift. And these are called toe taps. And you can rest your arms by your ears, or you can take your arms down by your sides. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And these exercises here, toe taps, get you deep in touch with your low belly muscles. And sometimes I'll even take my hands here to my belly. And then the last exercise that I'm going to do this morning is a low bridge. So I'm going to press into my feet. And actually, one of my favorite things to do is to take a yoga block and put it between the thighs. And I'm going to peel up through the spine, lifting into a bridge. And I'm going to tuck my tailbone. I'm going to come rolling down the spine. I'm going to press down into the feet. The feet are the foundation. I'm going to lift up. I'm going to take a little pause here, squeezing the block, take a breath in. And I'm going to tuck the tailbone and come rolling the spine down. I'm going to do this a couple times. So I'm just taking a few more breaths here, pressing into the feet, lifting up, and rolling down. And then take the block out. I'm going to rock the legs side to side. I'm going to inhale, center, exhale, over. Inhale, and exhale. I'm going to draw my knees into my chest and take a little rock here, side to side. And then I come up into a seated position. I'm just taking a moment to sit and breathe nice and tall with a long, straight spine.
So how do you feel right now, Kelly, after doing that? What are we to expect? It's very relaxing.
Thank you. When I sit, if I'm sitting at my computer typing for a few hours at a time, even 2 hours or 1 hour even, I start to feel that I lose control of my core. And when I'm not holding myself upright, my pelvis starts to lock up. I start to have pain in my sacroiliac joint and my low back, and everything starts to contract and gets tight and it feels horrible. So doing those spinal articulations really helps to loosen up the low back, to really loosen up that energy, that Shakti energy that resides at the base of the spine. And when you roll your spine, it really helps move the energy. It helps lift you up, and it helps lift up your vibration as well.
Oh, that's good. It's really nice. I'm glad that you're showing me this personally, because I find myself, working in computers, programming or making videos or whatever I'm doing at the time. When I get into that creative mode, like my body feels really good because I think there's a certain focus, but my back is always the pain point. I feel like when I'm like really creative and like in a productive space, that like my body's the one thing that gets left behind. So it's nice to know something that looks so relaxing that's going to allow me to open up the channels so I can get back to work and do it without any pain. So thanks for showing that to us. Is there any specific success stories that you want to share about doing some of this work?
Sure. Yeah. I had a woman come to me last year, and she originally came to me for weight loss, and we started to tackle the weight loss. But really, what she was really surprised about was that she came to me twice a week for almost the entire school year last year. And by the end of the year, she actually said to me, "I can't believe it. All my aches and pains are gone in my body." And the weight loss was, the crux of what she was coming for. But it was really a surprise for her, especially to see that the neck, the hip, the spinal, from sitting. And when you're sitting, we tend to slouch. I mean, who doesn't slouch, right? You're trying to see what's in front of you, and so what happens is the body slouches, and we lose control of our core. And so yeah, she was really surprised at all the aches and pains going away. Also, I have a gentleman, an older man that he's not that old. He's only 60, but he comes every Monday, and he has a lot of muscle cramping, and in his body, his muscles tense up and cramp. And so I help him do a lot of different stretches to help him just loosen up the cramping and the contraction that he feels in his body. Yeah, and he's just amazed at how much more energy he has following his workday. The next day, he really started to notice that he was able to focus more, and he would have more energy after the next day after coming to see me.
That's great. I think we could all really use a reminder. I really appreciate our conversations when we do connect on this level, because I think we all kind of know that we're holding on too much. We're doing too much, not spending time with ourselves. Just having the reminder that there's like little things you could do with your body and the mind follows. It's like we do our best work in a state of relaxation, yet sometimes work makes us tense up. And I really appreciate your practice, because it's always very relaxing. And every time that I do work with you, that I seem like I have the clarity to actually produce more. So it's the opposite way. We think we need the pressure to produce more, but it's actually the release of that and the relief that has given me inspiration. So thank you for reminding us to do that. I know we had said it, we put on the bottom of the show here, that if any of you out there, viewers or watching, have any chronic pain that's coming up, Kelly offered to, whether it's now during the show or afterward, to address any specific pain things. Kelly's always been very responsive to me, like just coming up with specific things and having like some kind of like quick pain relief techniques or health tips in our busy day that we can do. If you'd like to place those in your comments, we'd be sure that Kelly will get back to you with some ideas and some pain relief techniques. It was really awesome to see this technique on the show, and I'm really happy to be working with you, Kelly. I look forward to doing more things like this. I find that one of the reasons why I'm in this tech industry is to learn, and working with practitioners such as yourself is really like keeps me inspired to continue to do this work and continue to learn, because the more I learn about health and just how to live a good life, the better my work comes out. So thank you for inspiring me, and I look forward to finding out more. Is there a place that the viewers can check you out at, a website that you use, or how do you work with your clients?
Yeah. So people can find me on MindBody now. I just recently signed up with MindBody. They can search Divinely Rooted on MindBody, and they can book an appointment with me right online. They can read my, the policies and procedures and the different categories of offerings that I have. Also, I do have a website called divinelyrooted.com. And they can contact me. Usually when people go on there, they'll click the top contact button and they'll send me a couple of times that work for them, and we set up time through the internet. And yeah, that's pretty much
Is that it right there?
divinelyrooted.com. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that's awesome. And like we said before, one of the approaches that we do with this live show is we stream through people's personal page. And the reason why we do that is that, I think people tend to forget in this day and age at work companies, I'm Nike, I'm Adidas, and have this grandiose approach to woo our audience. But essentially, Kelly is an amazing person. And that's why I said, let's stream through your personal page, because people already know you're amazing. And we want to continue to share, and always feel free to reach out to people. I think in life, so many people, we feel like we can't ask questions, but we need to be vulnerable. We are in pain as a society. We are needing help, and we need to share. Don't feel weakness. Me personally, I get issues that I need to share with people, and that's how I learn and I improve them, by sharing and by going to people that really have taken a life out of service to corporations, service to companies, to be here and assist those who don't have that time to be able to do the research. So thank you for following your dream, Kelly, and thank you for bringing all this great health knowledge to us out here, because in the grind, we can kind of forget about that life is here, our bodies are here, and it's really important to know these little quick tips and pain relief and exercise and stretches to get out of the mind, get in your body for a bit. And it just really has helped my life. So thanks for sharing with me. Thanks for sharing with the audience. And thanks for being on the Eagle Condor live show, where we work with regenerative systems to help mind, body, health, wealth, love, and happiness, the sectors of the good life. And thank you for helping us increase the quality of our life, Kelly. And I look forward to seeing you again shortly.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more work here.
Thanks a lot. Have a beautiful weekend.